Hi people, excuse my tired ass face. It's the beginning of summer, so what did I do? Got the flu. So yeah, yay for me! Okay, without further ado, we're going to be talking about Bad Graces by Kyrie McCauley. I have to say that I love all her books. This is the fourth. And this one for me, it's outstanding. It's amazing. We are going to be following these five girls. We're going to have like our main boys, sorry, a girl called Liv. But for me, all the girls were like equally protagonists. We are going to be following them as they take a yacht and they crash into an island, and it seems like it's not a normal island. It has some kind of abilities, and when the girls hurt themselves or something happens to them in that island, it's like they began mutating, evolving, changing. For instance, we have this girl who hurts her foot. She was swimming, so suddenly she has like these with toes. We have Liv, our main character. She got hurt badly in her arm, and then she has like mushrooms sprouting from her arm. And for me, that was the most bizarre thing, because I was kind of imagining her like the infected from The Last of Us, and it was like very disturbing for me. But each one of the girls developed these different ways of dealing with the pains and hurts, and this obviously mirrors the idea of how we change and how we adapt and how we evolve to deal with trauma. Under the facade of this book, where we have, as I said, these five girls who get themselves stranded in this kind of magical island with some kind of monster lurking in the shadows and having those physical attributes given to them, and they're fighting to survive and to be able, to make a stand. We also have this story of these girls who have been abused by the world. I think that this quote here, it's kind of amazing. I don't know if you can read it. It's like, we are teenage girls, episode on our first day on the island. We have all been prey before. So we are going to be dealing with lots of things in this book. Abuse, this kind of patriarchy, and also this idea of feeling like we are not enough. It doesn't matter what we do or what we don't. We are not going to be enough because we we aren't doing this thing, we aren't what they expected of us. You know what I mean? And also this idea of loneliness, of not being able to identify our tribe, our people, finding ourselves. And also, as I say at the beginning of the review, this way of dealing with trauma. When you deal with trauma, you emerge, change from the persona that you were before. You are another person now. And I think that this book deals very well with this. Also because we have these physical alterations that reflect the fight for survival that these girls do in this island. I have to say that I flew through the pages. I read in one day. It's almost like 400 pages. I couldn't put it down. I love the story. I love the thriller aspect of it, having this monster figure kind of lurking in the island, having these five girls there stranded, having them, coming to terms with the persona they are. All of them baring their souls and telling their deeper secrets to the readers. It was amazing to see how far they come, how they have this bond between them. It's about the family that you found, these friends that accept you, this idea of finding love, friendship, companionship, of being able to get free of your shackles and say, hey, this is me, this is who I am. I'm finding people, I'm finding a place that accepts you for who you are. And this magical setting with this island and these monsters and these evolutions that these girls are, going through. There's this, it's not a spoiler, but there's this conversation in the book which I love because it made me think, because I got the idea that people don't change. You can pretend, you can be, but who you are at the core, it's who you're going to be all your life. So there is these two girls who are having this conversation, and one of them asks the other, do you think that people change? And the other says something along the lines that this is not the true question. The true question is, do you think the people remain the same? Because we need to survive. We need to not merely survive but thrive. So we need to evolve. We need to, be different. And this is something that has resonated with me in this book. If you have suffered some kind of trauma, you know what I mean. And also this idea of having these girls who have been brave before. I think it's something that more or less all girls can relate to. And we are going to be seeing that reflected in different pages and in different moments and in different ways during the book. More like in the personal area, where you have a boyfriend who tries to use you and gaslights you and makes you do things that you are not proud of, having to defend the people that you love, because if not they will be taken advantage of, like sexually, or even being in a place where you have to defend yourself and you feel all this rage. And also when you have, you are an athlete and some trainer is thinking about the benefit and don't think about the persona under the Olympics facade. We are going to be dealing with lots of things in this book, and I think it's an amazing read. If you have read any of her books before, you know what to expect in this one. So as I said at the very beginning, this one for me is the top one of her books. And if you have never read this author, I invite you to lose yourself in the pages of this book, because it's amazing, it's mesmerizing, it's whimsical, it's full of feminine rage, of reclaiming our power and saying, here we are surviving the trauma and we are evolving, and now we look this good and we are this brave, and we are these amazing people now. So thank you for watching. Bye.